So last night, the Vancouver Canucks went into Montreal and lost. And they outshot Montreal. By all accounts, they should have won the game. It is tough for me right now to look at, I'm on the TSN website right now, looking at the Canucks stats. Through 10 games, the top point scorer in Vancouver has 5 points. That's Henrik Sedin with 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Brandon Sutter has 5 points, 1 goal, 4 assists. Now, during the 4-game winning streak at the start of the season, I said they're not scoring. They don't have a lead. If Brandon Sutter's your top player, there's a problem. Here we are. Louis Eriksson, 10 games, 4 assists. Jannik Hansen, 10 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Daniel Sedin, 10 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Bo Horvat, who's been playing very well, 4 goals, 0 assists in 10 games. These guys are all on pace for 28 to 35 points, or 28, 40 points. This is not good enough. So what do you do as a Canucks fan when you're in a losing streak? Well, you guys are in luck because I've been a Canucks fan who's been through lots of losing streaks. That's why when I talk as a Canucks fan, I wear this jersey. I wear it with pride. I say lose ugly, win ugly. Whatever you're going to do it ugly. There's a reason. Back then, what I'm seeing now with the Canucks was a regular occurrence. They'd bring a guy in. Fans would go, oh, this is going to be great. If you didn't really pay attention. Louis Eriksson scored 30 goals last year. He didn't score 30 goals the year before that or the year before that. Eriksson has potential to be a prime scorer, but he's not really that. But I kept reading on Canucks message board, oh, the Canucks have one of the top 5 first lines in the NHL, and I'm like, no, they don't. Philip Larson, oh, they signed Philip Larson. Oh, this kid's going to be great. No, he's not. He's not great. If he was great, the Oilers would have kept him. If he was great, Dallas would have kept him. Berchi, he's got 2 assists in 10 games. All I heard about Berchi was, oh, he's going to break through. It's coming. I know he had 15 goals last year. He just didn't look very good. And this is the problem. This is the problem I'm having right now. Is I am a Canucks fan. I cheer for the team. But fans are in a dream world right now. Marcus Granlund has 3 points in 10 games, and he's getting top 6 minutes in some games. It's insane. Marcus Granlund is not, and those points, I'm pretty sure those were scored the first 5 games of the season. I kept hearing, oh, these guys are looking good early. It's like, yeah, it's early. Well, we're 10 games in, and I can start looking and going, well, this is what we've got. This is where we're at. And it's not a pretty picture. It is not a pretty picture at all. Browser keeps freezing on me. Yeah, I know Chrome's not responding. No, bad Shannon expecting Chrome to respond. Good Branson, 2 assists in 10 games. He's got 12 shots on goal, and Chrome just turned black. Oh, there we go. Goaltenders, Ryan Miller, 1.79 goals against and a .934 save percentage. And yet, if he allows a bad goal, you'll hear about it right away. And you look at the records, and Markstrom's 3-1. Well, why don't they throw Markstrom in net? I'm sure that's being thrown around. I'm sure people are saying, well, Markstrom should be in net. He's had 3 wins, and Miller's only had 1. Like, it would have made a damn bit of difference when the team gets shut out. These shutouts regularly, they're back. So how do you get through it? How did I get through it? First off, you make peace with the fact that your team isn't very good. You don't defend them. I at 15, 16 years of age, heard every day, Canucks suck. Canucks suck. I had sweatshirts. I had t-shirts. I had sweatpants. I had hats. I had everything Canucks. And I bought them not because the team was good. I bought them not because I felt like we were going to win the cup and I was going to look fashionable, especially in this shit. No, I bought it because, yeah, my team isn't very good, but it's still my team. But if somebody came up to me and they said, hey, the Canucks are playing tonight, what do you think they're going to do? And I said, well, who are they playing? Are they playing Calgary? They're going to get fucking slaughtered. That's my team. And that's the thing. As soon as a fan of a bad team, you go, you know what? They're going to get slaughtered. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing is going to change in the short term. There's no magic wand here. It's not like the Canucks can dangle Ryan Miller and the Kings are going to jump up and go, hey, we'll give you Kopitar. Or we'll give you 6 first-round draft picks for this Ryan Miller guy. No. If Miller's stats stay up and stay good, there might be some interest at the trade deadline, but I doubt it. You got to trade the Sedins. You can't. They're here. It's fine. We got to fix it. Nah. See, we're on the Titanic. It is. It's a lot like the Titanic. And when your team is bad, and this isn't just Canucks, this is just in general, you're on the Titanic. The lifeboats are fucking gone. Okay? The sinking ship is your season. You can be one of two things. You can be the idiot that's throwing chairs off the deck and screaming and yelling and smacking old ladies in the face. And if you want to do that, that's fine. Or you can sit down in a chair, get a nice brandy, and enjoy the ride. Because you're sinking. And nothing that guy who's screaming and yelling at the other end of the boat is doing is going to help the team get any better any quicker. Help the boat stop sinking. Nothing. We as fans cannot fix it. Oh, I can armchair GM my ass off. I can armchair GM anything. Doesn't fix it. Would I trade Berchi? Yeah. Would we get anything back? No. Hell no. Would we have anybody to put in the lineup to replace him? Probably not. And that's the thing. I acknowledge there are no options. It was a bad hand that was given to Jim Benning. And he's managed to make it worse. And this team right now is just as bad as the Canucks teams in 86, 87, 88. It's just as bad. There were good players on those teams. I think where some of the kids these days, but for some of you guys who are in your early 20s, late teens, wherever you're at, there were good players on those teams in the 80s. There's a reason that I cheered for those Canucks teams. Yeah, the team was garbage. Players were good. And I think that's sometimes where, as fans, we get stuck. We go, well, I like Bo Horvat. I like Eric Goodbranson. I like Ryan Miller. Why aren't we playing better? Because the rest of the team sucks. You may have individual players you like, but the team in general isn't that good. So for me, at the start of this season, before it even started, during the summer, I went, this team's going to bomb next year. Toronto's getting better. Buffalo's getting better. Calgary's getting better. We didn't. For whatever reason, and it doesn't matter. None of it matters anymore. It just doesn't matter. I'm tired of having a debate over who they should have drafted. It doesn't matter. We're stuck where we're at. And for the Canucks right now, it's a waiting game. You want the team to get better, you have to wait till the draft. That's the truth. I don't even see anything coming in at the trade deadline that's going to improve things. You have to wait till the draft. And then at the draft, you have to get ready for disappointment. You have to get ready either for the Canucks to lose the draft lottery or draft somebody that we don't want them to draft. Then you get to go into free agency going, oh, maybe we're going to get Brent Burns. If Brent Burns reaches free agency, which I doubt he does. And then you have to deal with the disappointment when Brent Burns signs in Boston or Chicago or Detroit or Dallas or Toronto or Montreal. and leaves the Canucks high and dry. This is how it works. There is no quick fix. So when you see these individual games, and I think what's funny to me is when the Canucks win a game that I say they're going to lose, people are like, how's it feel being wrong? Well, they won, but they're not going to win enough. So, not great. Like tonight, the Canucks are in Ottawa. And I would love to be cheering for Vancouver. I'd love to be able to jump on a bandwagon. But I can't. And it is a bandwagon. Because if you're crowing about how good the team is during a 4-game winning streak, and then you're not crowing about how good the team is during a 6-game losing streak, you're admitting, I was wrong. They're not that good. I stick my neck out and say when a team is good, even if they're losing. Like Dallas. Dallas is down right now. I still think they'll turn it around. Because goaltending hasn't been the problem. Some indifferent play from Jason Spezza has not helped. Their defense has been atrocious. It really honestly hasn't been the goaltending. So, that's just me telling you the truth. And the Canucks are going to be bad for a while. And you just have to deal with it. We can make any excuses we want. We can sit down and we can armchair GM and we can argue over who should be up, Stetcher or Larson. Does it make a fucking difference if Stetcher's in the lineup? No. We'll waive Larson. Good. Awesome. And you'll have Stetcher and you still lose every game. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Stetcher isn't mad about getting sent down. And he gets more ice time in the AHL than he gets in the NHL anyways. And he probably wins more games in Utica than he's going to win in Vancouver. So why not? Anyways, I just figured I'd throw that out there. Because it is a 6-game losing streak. I haven't heard a lot of crowing. I think it's 3 shutouts the Canucks have suffered in those 6 losses. And it's just getting uglier. At the start of the losing streak, there were still signs that they were going to come back and make it. And yes, they got robbed by Carey Price last night. You don't have to make a comment on this video about how Carey Price robbed them and they should have won that game. They lost 3-0. Let it go. If they go into Ottawa tonight and Hammond makes 30 saves or Driediger makes 30 saves or Condon makes 30 saves or Ron Tugnutt comes out of retirement for tonight, makes 30 saves, and they get the shutout, it doesn't matter. A loss is a loss. It doesn't matter. And I just feel like the Canucks are in a nosedive, and it's not going to get better anytime soon. I was expecting them to pull out and at least get 1 win in the last 6 games. But now I just don't. I don't expect anything at this stage. But yeah, so I figured I'd don the jersey that I wear when I'm a fan. And just, have a few words with Canuck fans. Because we need a support group. Other teams have fan bases. Canucks have a support group. Leafs have too, but Leafs seem to at least have some hope. But remember, for the Canucks to have that kind of hope, they have to have some luck, some drafting, and they have to let their prospects develop in the minors. Nylander's fantastic for Toronto. Why? Because he played in the American Hockey League last year. When he was ready. He was NHL ready last year, and they went, no, we're gonna put him down. We're gonna send him to the Marlies and let him, get his confidence up there, and then we'll bring him up. Marner could have been ready last year, but you know what? We're gonna send him back to the OHL. Let him dominate. And the Canucks did that this year with Hugh Levy. So if they get say Liljegren in the draft, or Nolan Patrick, whoever they get, it's a start. But it's years. It's years, people. The fix is not weeks away, months away, days away. It's years. And for long-suffering fans like myself, I'm used to this. I'm not used to the good teams that we had winning back-to-back Presidents Trophies. I don't know who they were. They're not the Canucks. This team is the Canucks. This is the Canucks. The lovable losers that look up at Edmonton and Calgary. This is the team I grew up with. This is the team I'm more comfortable with, whether I like it or don't. And I don't. I don't enjoy watching them lose. But when you stop stressing about it, it's better. It's just better. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're just passing through. And I'm sorry. Uh, there is no bright light at the end of the tunnel. I will say this though, Eriksson is due for a bit of a scoring binge, and the Sedins at half a point a game, that's too low. They will start scoring potentially on this road trip as soon as tonight, but the light at the end of the tunnel is dimming, and I didn't anticipate it being there at all at the start of the year. So, anyways, yeah, it is what it is. I will talk to y'all again soon.